The creation of the electron, part 2, ultimatums, electrons, and atoms. While the space charge of universal force is homogeneous and undifferentiated, the organization of evolved energy into matter entails a concentration of energy into discrete masses of definite dimensions and established weight, precise gravity reaction. Local or linear gravity becomes fully operative with the appearance of the atomic organization of matter. Pre-atomic matter becomes slightly gravity responsive when activated by X-rays and other similar energies, but no measurable linear gravity pull is exerted on free, unattached, and uncharged electronic energy particles or on unassociated ultimatums. Ultimatums function by mutual attraction, responding only to the circular paradise gravity pull. Without linear gravity response, they are thus held in the universal space drift. Ultimatums are capable of accelerating revolutionary velocity to the point of partial anti-gravity behavior, but they cannot, independent of force organizers or power directors, attain the critical escape velocity of de-individualization, return to the puissant energy stage. In nature, ultimatums escape the status of physical existence only when participating in the terminal disruption of a cooled-off and dying sun. The ultimatums unknown on Urantia slow down through many phases of physical activity before they attain the revolutionary energy prerequisite to electronic organization. Ultimatums have three varieties of motion: mutual resistance to cosmic force, individual revolutions of anti-gravity potential, and the inner electronic positions of the 100 mutually interassociated ultimatums. Mutual attraction holds 100 ultimatums together in the constitution of the electron, and there are never more nor less than 100 ultimatums in a typical electron. The loss of one or more ultimatums destroys typical electronic identity, thus bringing into existence one of the 10 modified forms of the electrons. Ultimatums do not describe orbits or whirl about in circuits within the electrons, but they do spread or cluster in accordance with their axial revolutionary velocities, thus determining the differential electronic dimensions. This same ultimatonic velocity of axial revolution also determines the negative or positive reactions of the several types of electronic units. The entire segregation and grouping of electronic matter, together with the electric differentiation of negative and positive bodies of energy matter, result from these various functions of the component ultimatomic interassociations. Each atom is a trifle over 100 millionths of an inch in diameter, while an electron weighs a little more than 1/2000th of the smallest atom, hydrogen. The positive proton, characteristic of the atomic nucleus, while it may be no larger than a negative electron, weighs almost 2,000 times more. If the mass of matter should be magnified until that of an electron equals 1/10 of an ounce, then were size to be proportionally magnified, the volume of such an electron would become as large as that of the Earth. If the volume of a proton 1,800 times as heavy as an electron, should be magnified to the size of a head of a pin, then in comparison a pin's head would attain a diameter equal to that of the Earth's orbit around the Sun. So in review, energy goes through several different stages. It starts as space potency coming out from Paradise Isle. It is slowed down and modified by different beings to bring it to the segregata stage. Further movement and coordination of making circular motions are happening in the ultimata stage, and then we know energy when it reaches the gravitas stage, when an electron actually forms the basis of all that we know in the material universe.